kinda lost and find. Ended the game in overtime, drawing of a new design, drilling that one earth of mine, looking to the outward, speaking mind about words absurd, blurred to the curb, walking along the verge.
Hey everybody, what is happening? Dela, and I'm bringing you another part of my Cleveland Browns Madden 17 free ebook. Got the offensive scheme rolling. We are, I don't know what we had, like part 7 of this for me. We're going to look into the shotgun gun double. It's going to be the third set out of 12 in shotgun. See, we got a decent amount of plays here to pull from. First, we're going to start off with the wide receiver drag, the WR drag it'll show up as. And for this one, I'm going to take B, put on a streak, A slant, and running back on a curl. Just show a couple little things here. First, not running it fully here. Just seeing, you know, you can, if I got A on the slant here, then you see, you know, if you had B on a drag, you can get that. The post and Y is really the main target there. As most people have found out, the first like mini scheme I did this game, I realized posts are going to kill this year, and I think pretty much everybody has caught on to that. Now this one right here is really going to work against the user in the middle is really what you're doing, because he's going to have to cover one of these 3 routes basically, and you've got all angles of it. So the curl that you see here, you're not really going to see me use against a computer. They're not, they don't use it in that sense that way, but that's like the final route. My under routes, my short routes, and most people use those as their first reads. To me, they're normally my check downs and stuff like that after the fact. Like I say, so if you see that you're going to have the separation coming off of the Y, that's what you're going to look for. But underneath, you'll have that quick slant, which tight end slants just murder man, and they're going to get open against the zones there. As the, like I say, cover 2 or some of the others with 2 yellows, they're going to pull back with the Y. He's going to fit underneath very easy there. But again, if you've got a user in the middle and he's chasing either of those routes, the running back will sit down underneath and he'll be the guy you can hit on that. So we've kind of got that one covered, but that's kind of what you're mainly looking at. If you say there, you see a blitz coming though, max protect and just put that X on the slant. You've got X and the Y right there. Both of them will give you an option. Just figure out if the guy happens to be user and throw away from that. But there's just something to think about in there also. That means if I run any play that doesn't block 6, like that one is only blocking 5, you have to know a quick read to get rid of that one for sure. Now let's take a look here. This one looks pretty good. Let's look at the curl slot shake. This has got that little shake route underneath, obviously, which makes it kind of nice. We're going to take B, put B on a streak, motion it left. X, we're going to put on that quick little screen there, smoke screen, whatever they call that, and we're going to block the running back out here. So the cover 3, we want to try and hold down any of that on the left with X. Coverage will normally start rolling up with that. As the play develops, people will get further away from him. I'll throw that one right here. Again, that is a last read for me. That is not an early read for me. If I look and they've got that A covered with the underneath Y, I'll turn around and then you hit X for the check down. B is mainly going to be used just to pull the top off of this. Like what I'm showing you here, I'm throwing this one a little bit sooner, so I'm getting it right over the linebacker. So it's kind of how you want to see that, because if it plays out further, I'm throwing it before that, but if there's more time involved, that your streak is going to run that safety even further out, and you'll actually be able to hit this more on the left-hand side of the hash marks. I try to hit it early because, there's pressure in this game and all that. You're not always going to have great blocking, so it's good to see that. If you don't want to block the running back, probably one of these wheels or something's really nice, because you don't want him interfering and getting in the area of the Y on that slant, the shake move right there. And remember, he's just got that pivot. You can throw it right off of that pivot also, depending on, again, what the user's doing in the area. But we want to make him have to commit to routes, and then, that normally the middle linebacker will have to cover, So if you give 2 to 3 routes and they're not close enough to where he can, sit between both and, get a pick on 2 routes, you'll be okay on that one. So that's just getting that down. I mean, we're going to have plays for sidelines. I like to throw a lot of plays in the middle. It's all going to be dependent on who you're playing there, though. But, again, I'm working more towards MUT than anything right now, getting my MUT team going and all that. So when I'm starting now to look at plays, I'm looking more into trying to defeat users along with killing the zones, specific zones in there. So, and again, this is like part, 7 I said. We've got a lot of plays out in here. And right now, like I go in and I play in games, and I'm just running like a couple things that I recently did. Like I haven't even got the book down in front of me. I haven't even got my plays down and figured out exactly how I want to go about this as I'm going through. Right now, I'm just about getting you as many plays possible, so that way you're going to have something that fits what you like. You know, not everyone's going to like every play we do. So on this one here, the wide receiver outs, we're going to take X, motion it to the right. A is going to be on drag, B is on a slant. You're almost always going to get that X to put an out route because of the way the other routes are coming in there. He's on a choice, but he's almost always going to do that. You got the Y sitting underneath again. A there, so you got a lot of quick. This one it'll be a faster man beater. You're gonna have options for that. Again, if you run away on the top, and last guy I might throw to, if I did keep that curl out there, would be that, but. It just depends on how you want to run that. I mean, you can take that Y who's on the curl, and you can streak him out also, pull him over the top. Like I say, any man coverage, any of that stuff, this out runs pretty good. He gets open pretty well, at least when I was running this and one of the games I played. So if somebody runs like cover one, which is god-awful, they'll get killed. But the only time I call that is by mistake, which just happened in one of the games I played, unfortunately, and it cost me. But like I say, you see this is man coverage, the computer's running, and cover one, they're just eating out and up. So there's going to be that on that least for the option there also. You can, and if you want to take, because the spacing of the B, and right there you're going to see you're going to get easy slants when you don't have people underneath. So that's why you put him there. That's it. You want to hit down fairly early in. If you call this play and the middle linebacker floats out to the left to cover those outs or cover up the drag, that's when you're going to hit that B behind him. The B will be trailing because normally he'll see the left being flooded. He'll come to the left, and when you see him pulling left, you can hit underneath on that B receiver a lot. But again, I mean, that's something that, you can take him and put him on the B on a few different things depending on the coverage and just isolate him out there, whether that be a curl out there or even a comeback or anything. So that's just something that you yourself will have to put reads on. But it's just a fairly simple, basic play there for a little man action there. Not going to be a huge play, like I say, unless they run a bad coverage. Looking, you see all the runs we have in here. Inside zone is going to be the audible out of this one. So I like to at least look at the audible runs when we come out. At least the only thing with these and versus trap stuff, some of the trap stuff like that, you're gonna have free guys coming when they blitz if they get heat, which could take you out in the backfield. Not as much on these. You just got to really hope they don't get, block shed it into the hole that you pick. Basically, you see right there, get the moves coming out, not too bad. But that it's. I'm not going to call this one an OP run, any of that stuff. Not super strong, but it's efficient. You can run this one, get you a few yards on occasion, do something with it. But this is more of one when you come in and maybe you've got a pass play and you just don't like the look of it, so this is what you'd be doing. Normally, the more success I had in the inside zones is kind of hitting a hole and then bouncing it outside and curling it up. You know what I mean? Whatever direction you're going, I try to hit the hole where the tackles are at or inside the tackle a lot of times, and then sometimes I'll cut straight to the sidelines and turn it up. Pretty effective that way. So, again, there's a few other runs probably I'm running I don't have any schemes out of that I think you got the I form. You've got a Hulk formation, which just overloads the right side real strong on there. You can run power O out of that. There's some good stuff in there. And a couple other plays I was looking at possibly putting another scheme. So I'll be, again, continuing to look and get a couple more formations at least out of this Browns book. Hopefully you're all enjoying this to this point. And we'll get this stuff updated into the members books here as soon as we can also. Thanks for checking this one out, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.